In this video, we're going to talk about Gunslinger Spawn's race against time and how it ties to everything. So my brothers and my sisters from another mister, this is a comic book review of Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 24. Let's get to it. So previously in the previous issue, Gunslinger Spawn and Dakota barely made it out alive with their battle against the clown. And now, Dakota gave Javi a gift as a thank you. So we go into this trance with Taylor's having. He doesn't know why it comes or where it hides when it's not there. Either way, Taylor's never had control over it. And that's the part that scares him the most, because when he was a child, the doctors told his mother he'll grow out of it, that it was just a mild panic attack. Now he's going through a trance right now, like it's Hellraiser movie style kind of deal, you know? And because he kept going through this as a child, the mental toll it took on Taylor's adolescent psyche will never be known. But someone could have helped him. They just chose not to. And that someone was his dad. He left his son to deal with his apparent affliction, not once uttering a word to assure his son that what he was going through was normal. By normal, he meant with regard to his dad having a bloodline and a connection to heaven's elite warriors, the angels, that his father married a human woman and had a son named Taylor, him. And he kept silent about all of that. Instead, he chose to let him suffer that every single day. So now Taylor wakes up from this trance, this panic attack. He's like, nah, no more pain. And Javi's like, easy boy, easy, you're all right? Oh, you know. So even that little dinosaur, that little gift from Dakota from the previous issue, tends to have an affliction towards Taylor and genuinely is concerned for him. So Taylor's like, I just need a minute, man. I just need to rest, all right? And then as he gets some rest and he looks at Javi's arm and his scar, he's like, whoa, where'd you get those cuts from? Javi's like, don't worry about it. He puts his sleeve down and Taylor notices that, hey, Javi's got more scars in his stomach. I guess it's just kind of friendly reminding us that, hey, I know Taylor's going through a lot, but Javi's got some scars of his own too. Mind your business, boy, says Javi. So they get up, the dinosaur licks him. Now the dinosaur goes into Javi's jacket and Javi realized, well, she fits in my pocket perfectly. And Gunslinger Spawn's like, I just have to pull her up because it's time to go on my revenge path, alright? So the tiny dinosaur scurries between Javier's legs and Javier forms back into his form, Gunslinger Spawn. So a quick light show happens, then a deafening sound explodes. It instinctively knows that it's not been summoned as merely a mode of transportation. No, it's been summoned as a hellish force of nature. So as Gunslinger Spawn adjusts himself atop his mount, he feels a sense of comfort, one that's been stripped away from him since his arrival to the modern times. A comfort that'll lead to limitless bloodshed, and he's ready to go. And Taylor's like, yo man, where you going? And even though Gunslinger Spawn just rides away, doesn't say a word, he's going to atone for the loss of his sister and to make them pay for every scar carved into his body. So 2 hours later, he arrives at his destination, or at least one of his destinations, and it's the shaman. And he tells Gunslinger, when did you notice the boy's condition? Just recently? Yeah, he seemed fine last night. Or at least until last night. And then this guy is like, then you weren't paying attention as usual. I sensed it last time I saw you guys. His bloodline, it's poisoning him. He can't be left alone, not now. I know, says Gunslinger. It's why I'm here. I don't have time to take care of him. I don't have time to take care of his needs. You need to take care of this. And he just looks at him like, so you're really gonna abandon him? Did you hear what I said? He's dying. Gunslinger's like, he's a distraction. You're the medicine man, the great shaman. I'm asking you, go help him. Shaman's like, why? So you can seek out your revenge? I taught you better than that. Nah, bruh, you taught me how to hunt, and I'm trying to do that. But not with the sick kid at my side. He'll get us both killed. They'll kill us both. They can wait, says the shaman. No, they can't wait. Revenge is a dish best served right freaking now. And all I've been doing is putting them off. No more. It's time. And the shaman is disappointed, like, then there's a sickness in you too. And Gunslinger Spawn's like, that's alright. If wanting to wipe their evil face off the face of the earth is wrong, then I've been sick for a very long time. So in this panel right here, we see Sharon on a phone call with her boyfriend Thomas, and she's having a good time putting the lipstick on. She gets out the bathroom and she tells this guy, excuse me, I think that's my table. Hello Sharon, please sit down. We need to talk, as he has that eerie shadow on his face. She sits down and he tells her, seems like you're not keeping up with your end of the bargain. Your boyfriend, Thomas or Timmy, whatever, you were going to get him to join our side, remember? And Sharon's like, I've tried, but he doesn't want to. He won't listen to me. He's too honest. We're not really giving much glimpse of what's going on here, but later on we'll get revealed a little bit at a time. And he tells her, if you want the rest of your money, then you gotta try harder. By the way, how's your kid doing anyway? But yeah, you know he has that leverage over her too. So he tells her, I bet he'll be doing a lot better if you could pay for his operation, right? Well, here's a small gift you could pawn for cash. We got more gifts for you, all right? But we need your boyfriend to commit by Friday. Got it? And that's the string attached right there. That's his leverage. Yes, says Sharon. I got it. He gets up, and once again, that eerie shadow all over his face. So you already know that's one of the person that did something to Gunslinger Spawn's sister, Amy. Don't make me ask you again. He gets up, he leaves. He goes outside. He notices his car, his tires have been caught. What the? Says Gunslinger. Who could have cut your wheels like that? You don't know it yet, dude, but you just messed with the wrong guy. Says Javi. I got the exact guy I want. You're a dead man. You hear me? Javi's like, well, dead man this. Boom, you got the serious case of being mollywop right now. He transforms back to his natural state, saying nothing as his eyes and his Bowie knife just glow green and he's ready to go at it. He's not planning on wasting any of his time with any of this low-level punk, so he's going to make this quick. He needs information, and he needs information fast. When it comes to torture, you show him what you're willing to do by cut off his fingers, and Javi tells him, or now Gunslinger Spawn tells him, you got 8 good ones left. Don't make me take any more, because men like you never tell me what I need to hear the first time around. Usually it takes some prodding, so I figure I start the prodding first, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions and you're gonna respond yes or no. Any other words that come from your mouth, you lose more fingers. You got it? So the guy got it. He clearly gets it. Did you come through the time rip with Casey Winston? Says Gunslinger Spawn. His answer is yes. Minutes later, he only has one last question left, and I clearly see the guy didn't lose any more fingers, so he's been playing fairly here. Maybe unfairly, but he got played. But he's been playing the game. So Gunslinger Spawn tells him, I've told you got something that belongs to me, and I want it back. So we'll find out what that is. Later that night, Sharon goes home, tells Thomas, you know what? You got to join. And Thomas like, look, too late for that. You know, you're supposed to let go of your past. It breaks my heart that you're doing this. And Sharon's like, it pisses me off. Like, you see the tear and desperation in her eye that she has to do this. But Thomas, you know, I can't do it. I can't continue with your lies. I just don't trust you anymore. And that breaks my heart too. Goodbye. So now devastated, Sharon feels like she's about to vomit. How is she going to take care of her child? Food, medicine, the rent. How can she manage any of that now? In the midst of her self-loathing, she hears it, and that's the cry of her needy baby. So she goes down the hallway, turns on the light. When she turns on the light, she discovers Gunslinger Spawn. Leave the lights off, says Gunslinger Spawn. He stands over the crib, chest heaving as the anger inside him grows. And Sharon's like, please don't hurt him. Take it out on me. Just don't hurt him. I'm told he needs a doctor, says Gunslinger. Yes, he also needs a mother that's alive. Says Gunslinger. All he can do is just make eye contact with her and see that she's being for real. So get the necklace you took tonight. And she gets the necklace. He checks the back to confirm its authenticity. And it is authentic, all right? Amy, my sweet sister. So again, Gunslinger Spawn asks her, they tested him with their drugs, didn't they? And she nods yes. After he leaves, she rushes to her boy, stunned by the gift left behind by Gunslinger Spawn. Cash. Lots of cash. Probably more cash than what homeboy was gonna give, but she got cash now. But rent, food, medical bills, operations, she's got it now. She then begins to cry along with her child. And that is the end of this issue of Gunslinger Spawn. Issue number 24, Gunslinger Spawn's Race Against Time. Obviously, he's racing against time because he's his own enemy right now. He wants his revenge and he wants it now, but Taylor actually proves that he's needing him more than ever at this point. So I don't know how this is going to tie into with Gunslinger Spawn, you know, going on with this revenge. What needs does Taylor need? How this story is all going to come together. But I like the build up here and pacing that goes along with it because, you know, the next issue too, it's going to be a banger. With that being said, what you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. Also, link in description if you wish to add this comic book and or some of our other Rated Comics exclusives to add to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Lastly, this review is sponsored by coffee, so if you'd like to buy your boy a cup of coffee, donate to the super thanks or link in description. But the greatest compliment you guys can do is by liking this video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.